My name is Owen Campbell from Massapequa, Long Island. I'm 27 years old. Growing up, I have 4 brothers. I'm 4 out of 5 boys. I was the shy, quiet one in the family, which a lot of people are shocked to hear. Both my parents are still together, very much in love. And it was just a loving family. All of us are athletes. I'm a 3-sport athlete. And that was all that we did. We would go to each other's games, support each other. We're kind of like the O'Douls from Billy Madison, you could say, you know, Campbell's Rule. It was just, that was our whole life, was just going to each other, you know, joking around with each other and just going to everyone's games, traveling to my brother's college, West Point, just watching growing up. And we were a tight family. We weren't very religious, but family was everything growing up. And it was always fun cheering everyone on, and that was everyone's motivation to get better. I wasn't the greatest at school growing up, and they know I tried really hard, and they always supported me and knew I was doing my best, and all my brothers just wants the best for everybody. There wasn't a lot of pressure to be a certain way, just to be our best, and that's something that I kind of lost sight on growing up, and it was probably the best family you could have grown up with. I mean, everyone, you know, there's a lot of opinions, everything like that, but it's just straight out of love. Growing up, I saw all the older kids drinking and smoking weed and all that, and I was like, well, that's obviously how I get cool. I got moved up in 8th grade for lacrosse, and that's when I smoked my first blunt. It was literally like all the pressure was gone, and I got to be calm, and it just felt right. When I got into college, my buddy dislocated his shoulder when I was in South Carolina, and the first thing he says was, nice, now we can get painkillers. He got his painkillers, I snorted my first pill. I threw up, and again, it was just like when I passed out that first time. I was like, this is awesome. It just got to a point where I was just dependent on it. I became so dependent on it that I would lie to my girlfriends, I would lie to my family, I was stealing from people, I was manipulating people. I moved to Atlanta to try and change locations, get away from people, you know, move with my brother who's the closest in age, doing lacrosse, training, stuff like that. I was sober for a couple months when I first got out there because I didn't know anybody. Finally found somebody, and I just went right back on the train, and it got 10 times worse. I was coaching kids, and that's what I love to do. I love to coach, I love to help people out, no matter where I'm at in life. And what I was doing was just being a hypocrite. I didn't have enough money to eat. I was taking Xanax and drinking. One day I woke up, my brother asked me, my oldest brother's like, hey, come to the apartment, let's hang out tonight. I walk into his apartment, all my brothers and my dad are there. And they have a DVD for me. It was gas station footage of me stealing Hot Pockets and ice cream and all this stuff because I can't afford it. I don't even remember doing it. But obviously, you know, they want me to go to treatment. I'm like, nah, I'm good, I'm fine, it's totally cool. No, it's whatever. I end up withdrawing so bad that I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up. My body was full body cramps. I went to lay down, it would hurt so much I would stand up. I'll stand up, I would fall down. I called my family, I'm like, yo, like this is it. Like I withdrew, but like this is the worst. I need to get help. It was weird, I was like excited because like I was like, I'm probably gonna be happy again once I get this done, you know? I woke up with no problem. I got to my brother's apartment, you know, I made a joke. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna stop doing drugs, you're gonna lose some weight, you're gonna cut your hair. And that's the last thing I said to them in person. And I got on the flight, and then I got out to Prescott. Once I started to sober up, I realized I was an angry individual. Everyone was out to get me. I'm the victim. You know, nothing was my fault. You know, it was everyone else's fault. You know, I was the forgotten child. All this nonsense. The therapist here, mainly my therapist, Daryl, made me realize that it's my doing and no one's gonna change it but me. These people here really supported me. I felt so at home here, it was crazy. They just want you to do better and they work differently with everybody. So when I got there the first night, I found out we had Recover Strong in the morning at 7 o'clock. And I'm like, excuse me? So I get there, my ego obviously, you know, I'm coming off drugs, but still I gotta be the best, you know? And I wasn't. It was another ego trip, you know, where I had to kind of calm down and realize I gotta change some things up. You could tell the difference from the people that go to Recover Strong and go to the alternate meeting, alternate group. But the people that go to that are in a better mood, they're more attentive, they're not on edge, they're feeling good about themselves. Because you're starting your day off getting something done. And they're just happier individuals. After I graduated, I was in an extension for a couple months, which is another great thing. You know, they don't just throw you to the curb if you're not ready. Jason sat me down at a picnic table asking me if I wanted to be a house manager here and possibly become certified in CrossFit. Having that with Recover Strong, just constantly trying to be healthy, do the right thing, help teach other individuals about nutrition, doing all that, helping them with recovery has just been awesome. I am so proud of where I'm at and who I work with and the people I'm around every day. And I wouldn't change that for the world.